Hi, Pippets here. Well, I think I might have sorted it out. It's not pretty, but I can play it. So I've gone into the settings. I've changed my video settings. So I'm now running 1080p, so 1920 by 1080, and I've set my screen to the same resolution, and that's fine now. I've maxed out the frames at 90 frames per second. You can see I've got my little counter up here on the left, so we'll still see what's going on. And in terms of graphics, I've now set it to medium, and we'll see how we get on. We'll have a quick race. This will be my first proper race video. I can't do replays yet, so I haven't got my normal little second screen showing the outside of the car. But for now, this is as good as it gets. So we're going to drive, and we're going to drive a quick race around Suzuka GP in the Porsche. So I haven't tried Suzuka yet. I tried Imola earlier, and that was fun. I've set the driver difficulty to 95%, because I think that's a little bit better. The opponent skill, 9 cars. So let's see how we get on. I'll see you at the start. So we're on the grid. As you can see, the graphics, I mean, they don't look amazing. It's not pretty, but I can drive it, which is good. So we can have a bit of a race. And I've stalled on the grid, and I got hit by somebody. But anyway, we're going. I've got no traction control on, but I've got some ABS, I think. And I've got to get my tyres up to temperature. So obviously I know Suzuka, I know where it goes. I have driven a Porsche Cup before, but not all together. That's the thing. I've got this guy all over the back of me. Don't those AIs look a bit funny all in a line like that? That doesn't look natural, does it? I guess there's a bit of work to do there. That's quite funny, where they're all lined up like that. So there's one really fast guy, and then everyone else is... well, it's like they've got 4 that are together, and then another one dropping off the back. So we need to get past him, really, if we're going to have a race with anyone. So we've got the first Degner. Normally that's... yeah, something like that, and then down another gear for the second one. Just got to remember to brake early. Force feedback feels okay. I'm quite liking it. It doesn't. I'm not feeling all the bumps though, so maybe that's something that will come later on. Obviously, this is early access. I don't expect it to be perfect. And now it's drivable. I can actually start to form a view. So the graphics I can't really comment on, to be honest, because in 1080p everything looks a bit blurry. But, you know, it's working. I'm having fun. That's sort of a big battle, isn't it, with any game? Just fun to drive, I think. So far, anyway, in this short time I've been driving it. Let's see if we can get past this guy. Got someone behind. I mean, the mirror's obviously set at low resolution. I don't know how to turn on. I think there's a virtual mirror, but I've not got that turned on yet. I definitely need to brake here. And he brakes a lot, doesn't he? Blimey. Okay, we're going to go through here. And through the gravel. And am I going to get a penalty? Probably. Well, it hasn't said anything, has it? So I don't know. I'm guessing the lap time won't count. But anyway, so well, that's... I'm assuming that's a little bug, isn't it? So I'm sure there should be a penalty for doing that. I would have thought, but anyway. Yeah, look at these. Look at them. They're, like they're tied together, isn't it? Blimey. That's funny. Okay, tyres are getting better. Feels very familiar. Feels like ACC did. You know, the dash and everything looks very familiar. And it drives, you know, they all sort of drive. It drives quite nicely, I think. But there's definitely a lack of detail in the force feedback. Now that may be my settings, but I suspect it's just they haven't quite finished what they're doing with it yet. That will come later, I should think. It's really funny looking at those AI. This is 95% they're set at. So they do move out, don't they, to go for a move. I don't know if this is first gear or second. We'll try second, which I don't think was the right gear to be in. I think we needed to come to first. Gosh, only just gets round this corner. got to slow a lot more than I think I need to, and I was probably in the wrong gear then as well. Gosh. So tyre pressures and everything, I haven't touched any of the setup, and it's one of the things I never really liked about ACC. Always felt you were having to do too much tyre pressure work and all that. That's why I really like iRacing. You just stick it on, and I don't think I've ever changed the tyre pressures in iRacing. I know obviously at the Daytona this weekend there'll be teams that have spent hours and hours and hours on their setup, so I know you can, but for me, a mere mortal. So big shout out to everyone that's commented on my previous 2 videos, giving tips and advice and help to get me to this point of being able to actually drive the game. The biggest difference is the screen resolution, so going to 1080p made all the difference. Never really thought of doing that. It's just never something that crossed my mind. I'm not a techie, so I think, you know, one of the things that when they produce games like this, they do need to remember that not everyone is a techie, and I guess maybe I shouldn't have taken an early release if I'm not a techie, but I'm lucky. I've got lots of people who are willing to give offer help and advice and comment, and that made all the difference. So thank you very much to everyone that made a suggestion. And also take on board that a 3060 Ti is probably not good enough these days, and I need to up my PC, and that's something I'm going to do. I've got a Dell pre-built, and with that is I bought it because at the time there was the GPU shortage and I just could not get a graphics card from anywhere, and I really wanted to get a PC, so I bought a pre-built. But you can't do anything. Dell, they're like proprietary systems and nothing, you can't just swap components out, so I need to build my own, which I'd like to do anyway. So that's just something I'm gonna have to do, but it's just money, isn't it? That's, you know, a couple of grand if I'm going to do it properly. So maybe later this year, if I can save up. Have a few less coffees during the week, maybe. So I'm thinking possibly get a 40 series, a 4080 or something like that. Not sure I can stretch to a 50 series. Oh dear, not concentrating there. Yeah, off track. So I'm not really getting anywhere near these guys, am I yet? They're still all in a line, aren't they? Look at that. I've not tried. Oh, it's really understeers. Really understeers. And if I lowered the front, I could probably get rid of that. So there's a lap to go. Can we make any more progress? Let's try a bit harder. Actually focus on the race rather than talking. I mean, there's no space in between them, is there? The way they're all glued together like that. But I'm getting immersed. Despite the graphics looking like a potato, I am immersed in the game. I'm actually racing. I feel like I'm racing. I'm having fun. And that's the key thing, isn't it? So I don't want to bash Kunis and the ACC Evo game. I think it'll be good once it's up and really going. And fair play to anyone that can design and build something like this. I could never do it. I barely turn the computer on. But it's got a bit of work to do, I think. So I will try it again. Second isn't right out of there, is it? So why can I not get around this corner? Okay, well, slightly different apex, that's better. Yeah, we're struggling. Are we going to get them on a big braking move? Let's try a big braking manoeuvre, shall we? Big braking manoeuvre into the chicane. Sorry, AI, I'm going to apologise up front. I'm going to go for it. Okay, so we need to brake here. Oh my God! Do you think he heard me? And he took me off. I think they heard me. Wow. Okay, well that didn't work. Never mind. We finished the race. God, I mean, that was like full-on braking. The 130R. And I can feel, that's really interesting. I got flat spots. I can feel flat spots through the wheel. So they've obviously done a lot of work on the tyre model here, but I can feel it. Yeah, flat spots. Very interesting. Right, we're done. Well, that was interesting, wasn't it? Oh, have we finished? 5 of 5. We still got a lap to go. Do you know what? I think we might have a lap to go. It's saying 5 of 5. Oh, right. Let's finish this out then. And I can feel these flat spots. That's really funny. Okay, well, let's go to the end because I want to see what it does when you finish a race. I genuinely thought we were on the last lap there, but no one has slowed down, so I guess we keep going. Let's see if we can catch this guy. Oh, nearly. Going too hard. Yeah, it's really odd having the flat spots. I don't think there's any other sim where I've really felt that. I don't remember feeling it in ACC, and I certainly don't feel it in iRacing. So that adds to the realism, doesn't it? You don't want to go off and flat spot your tyres. And it's reducing, so I guess the flat spots are being worn off, aren't they? But it's still there, I can still feel it. So we're not going to get this guy unless I do try my desperate braking manoeuvre again. So maybe let's try it on this guy then, what I was going to do to the others. So even if he does brake hard, I'm far enough back at the moment. Let's see how much we close in, because they didn't half brake. Bloody hell. Just closed in a bit, didn't we? But not enough. Okay. Chalk that one up to experience then. So now have we finished waiting for others? It's okay, so we've got the checkered flag, waiting for others. I'm guessing we're waiting for everyone to finish. Okay, that's it. Press menu to end session. Right. Do I hit the escape key? Yes, we do. That's it. Finish 9th. And is this a replay? This looks a bit like a replay, doesn't it? Can I do a replay? If I can, I'll put it up in the on the screen. Yes, I can. So I'm going to record this. So we'll have it on the... you'll have seen it on the race. So let me do that. Okay. Well, hopefully you enjoyed that. My first race, proper race on AC Evo. Maybe there'll be some more once they get the thing sorted out. And maybe when I get a new PC, it'll be even better. But in the meantime, I'll stick with iRacing for now. And hopefully see you next time at the track.